Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video, as you can see in the title, is a Netflix and chill video. So if you're interested to see my version of Netflix and chill, please stay tuned. Okay, so I'll jump right into it. So everybody knows the phrase Netflix and chill, but this video really isn't Netflix and chill in that sense, but this is literally Netflix and chill. So when you're at home or you are, taking a flight or something like that, and you get a chance to check out what Netflix has, I have a few suggestions, and these are really great shows that I love that are on Netflix. So I love to binge watch shows. If I watch one episode and I fall in love with the show, I want to watch it back to back to back to back to back. So after you go into a show hole after you finish a whole series of a show or a season and the other season has not posted yet, I mean, you can feel a bit like left depressed and lonely, but I want to talk to you about a few of my favorite shows on Netflix. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to refer to my phone here. So I have some suggestions that are definitely for adults only, and then I have a few that are definitely kid and family friendly, something you can watch all together. So actually I'll first go ahead and do the family shows that I really enjoy that I can watch with my son, and he's 12, and he likes them, and even if you have kids that are younger than that, these are all really good shows for them to watch by themselves or you guys to watch together. So the first one I want to talk about is Fuller House. I was a bit skeptical about if this would be good or not, but it actually is really good. I've watched the first season of it, and it's really good. It pretty much picks up where the other show left off. I mean, the characters are older, they're adults now, but it's still the same characters, familiar faces, the same actors and actresses are playing the same roles, and a lot of the original actors make cameos in there. So if you enjoyed watching Full House the way I did when I was younger, you're going to love Fuller House. And if you're like me, you probably have kids now. When you watched it when you were a kid, then your kids can definitely enjoy Fuller House as well. It is a little bit I guess I would say like corny a little bit, but that's kind of how the original show was. If you go back and actually look at it, you're like, what the hell, what was I even like, why was I thinking this was a good why was I thinking this was funny? But it's to me, it's funny, it's very lighthearted. It's a lot of the same themes, family and things like that, and I like the cameos too. So I'm sure everybody had a crush on Uncle Jesse, and he makes appearances on there, and Bob Saget, and just pretty much everybody has made an appearance except for the Olsen twins. They're the only ones that did not sign up for it. But if you're just looking for something to watch with the family or something for the little kids to watch, this is definitely a good show for them to watch. And then the next show I would say is great for family is they're on their first season, and it's called Stranger Things. This show has gotten a lot of buzz and a lot of hype. It is so good. It's kind of like I would say like Super 8/ET kind of meets type of thing. You would like looking at it, it almost looks as if it's kind of like produced or directed by Steven Spielberg. It's kind of got that feel to it, but it's definitely like mystery. It's a little bit I would say a little sci-fi, a little mystery, some comedy, some drama, all of it mixed in. And the children that the young actors that play in this show are so talented. These kids are so, I mean, they are breakout stars. I mean, they are so good. And Winona Ryder is in it as well. And she gave like A+ performance in this series. I mean, she's got some really hard, tough, intense scenes, and I was like, wow. I mean, she really showed her ability, in my opinion. This is probably the best work that I've ever seen her do. But it's a great show to watch with the family. The kids, I think, are around maybe like 13 is the age range of the kids itself. But so I would say it's definitely appropriate. I mean, there's a little bit of kissing going on, but it's nothing too crazy. Nothing that I don't think the kids can't handle. I would say probably it's around the PG-13 rating if I would have to, you know, compare it. But Stranger Things is very, very good, and the ending, the season finale is so good that, I mean, it leaves you wanting more. So I cannot wait until season 2 comes out. But it is a really, really, really good show. So I would recommend you check that out. I think that's going to be one of the things you're going to want to binge on, because once you start, you're going to want to just keep going and see what's going to happen next, and what's going to happen next, and what's going to happen next. So it was really, really, really good. So those are my 2 picks for like family or for your kids to watch on Netflix. So moving on, the next shows that I love to binge watch and Netflix and chill with is definitely Orange is the New Black. Season 4 is out. It's been out for a while. So if you're a fan of the show, I'm sure you've already watched it. And spoiler alert, one of the main characters dies. I'm not going to tell who, because that's a big enough spoiler as it is. But it was like, so I literally teared up when this character died. And it was so like messed up how she died, what happened after she died. It was just like, it was crazy. And this season was really good. It was a lot of a little more action, in my opinion. Season 3 of Orange is the New Black was kind of slow, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it was very slow paced and almost kind of like boring. So I was like, okay, you know, I was kind of hesitant to actually watch season 4 because I didn't know if it would be good or not. But I did give it a chance, and I'm glad that I did, because they definitely redeemed themselves from season 3, because it was a little too slow for me. But it's very good. And the very last scene, the outro scene in Orange is the New Black, is so freaking epic. Like, I loved the way that they ended that season. It definitely leaves you wanting more, and I just love the way that they did it. So if you watch the whole season and you get to the end, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you think that it was pretty cool, go ahead and comment below. Let me know, because in my opinion, it was the coolest ending scene ever. The next show I want to talk about is Wentworth. Wentworth is on Netflix, and it's similar to Orange is the New Black. If you enjoy Orange is the New Black, you're definitely going to enjoy Wentworth. And it's like Orange is the New Black on steroids. So it's cool because it's, in my opinion, I think Wentworth is more of a realistic depiction of what a maximum security prison with women would really be like. Orange is the New Black is a little watered down because it is like a camp, so it's like a lower security risk type of thing. So I mean, they do crazy things on there, but they don't get too wild. But Wentworth is more like a maximum security, so people who have committed murders and, you know, just all kinds of stuff, they are in Wentworth. So that show is so good, and it's actually an Australian show, so everybody has that really cool Aussie accent. And I mean, it's so cool that when you watch it, when you stop like watching it, you're gonna walk away talking with the Aussie accent. Like, you're gonna, I mean, I attempt to do it, I can't do it really well, but I know my husband is like when I say certain things, he's like, oh, you must have been watching Wentworth. I was like, yes. So recently season 4 posted to Netflix. So this is definitely a great show to binge on. You can start at the beginning and go all the way to the end. And when I tell you the ending was so good, I'm not gonna spoil it at all, but it was so good. I was just like, I mean, my mouth was open, like I was in complete shock at the ending of that. But Wentworth is a really good show. If you don't mind listening to accents, I think the accents are adorable. I love them. And like one thing that they call drugs gear, but they say gear. So there's like gear. I can't do it, but I can't really do it that well. But Wentworth is so bomb. So the next one is Second to None. This is the show with Aziz Ansari, and it's his show, so he stars in it. I think he writes the material, but I don't think he actually directs it. But I'm not quite sure. But that show is so freaking funny. I will say that it is a little bit of a slow start to get it going. It's a comedy, but once I would say by the second or third episode, you're gonna be just rolling. You're gonna love it. It is so good. And the cool thing is that his parents in the show are actually his real life parents. So his dad is hilarious. He is such a scene stealer. Like, his dad is a star, like seriously a star. So I would say if you're a person who likes his stand-up or his comedy style, then you're definitely gonna love the show. So they are in the process of filming season 2 right now, so I can't wait to see it. But it is really good. It is hilarious. Another show that I stumbled upon is Limitless. I don't think that is a Netflix original, but Limitless is really good. If you remember the movie starring Bradley Cooper, it's basically the same thing with a different guy. So Bradley Cooper isn't playing the main person, but it's just like the film, but like 10 times better. To me, the film had a great premise, but it was so like slow paced. It was like I kept losing attention when I was watching it. But I would say Limitless is more like it's like they made it more funny. They put a comedic spin on it, and then they added like comic book style elements to it. So it's hard to really describe. Once you watch an episode or two, you'll be like, okay, I get exactly what she's saying. So like if you watch, I forget another show, but they'll like freeze frame, and if the guy's like thinking about something, then they'll make the shot look like it's a comic book, or add little like sound effects or whatever. I mean, it sounds like corny, but it's actually pretty good when you watch the show. It's really good. To me, it's way better than the movie. And Bradley Cooper is actually in the show. He makes a few cameos. He's not like a main character, but he makes appearances here and there. So that's definitely a plus to see him. But the show overall is really good. I haven't finished it. I'm actually still on season 1. I just stumbled upon it and I liked it a lot. So if you like the movie, I think you'll pretty much like the TV show. The next show I want to talk about is The Characters. This thing is so hilarious. Like, if you follow Issa Rae, the creator of Awkward Black Girl, she put on her social media, I think it was her Instagram, I follow her, and she was like, hey guys, check out The Characters on Netflix, you know, it's really good. So I was like, okay. So I searched for it, I watched it, and it was really funny. Basically, it is kind of like a movie, like an SNL skit, but in a movie form, I guess you could say. So basically, it's about 4 or 5 different comedians, men and women, and they each have their own episode. So basically, for example, my favorite is one of the women, comedians, and that episode is just her. And what they do is they play different characters, so called the characters. So she played, you know, like the Nutty Professor, like Eddie Murphy played all the different family members. It's the same thing. So each person plays a different character, and they're made up differently, and they just go through different, you know, scenarios or whatever you want to call it. But it is really, really, really funny. Some of them I didn't like, and some I did. I'm not going to say I like each and every episode, because each comedian have their own style, but most of them are very, very funny. So I would definitely recommend you checking it out just to see if you would like it. Another show is that I love is Z Nation. So Z Nation is hilarious. Like, if you ain't on the Z Nation tip, then you really need to get on it. If you are a Walking Dead fan, or if you are just into zombies or apocalyptic things, you will like Z Nation. So it has its own style to it, so it's definitely not like The Walking Dead at all. The characters are very different. I think Z Nation is more funny. Like, Walking Dead has funny parts and stuff, but Z Nation is a little bit more funny in my opinion, and it's way more fast paced than Walking Dead. So they have this character called the Murphy, and I don't want to give away too much if you haven't seen the show. I think the show comes on the Sci-Fi channel, but I think everything is loaded now to Netflix, so you can binge watch it and get ready for the new season if you want to. But it's really, really good. It has the wife and mom from the Bernie Mac show. I think her name is Kalita. I love her. She's a great actress. She's in that. DJ Qualls, or is it DJ Qualls or DJ Qualls? I can't remember how you pronounce it, but he's in it, and some other people. But it is really, really good. It's different. I like it because it's refreshing, because it's different. It's a different take on what the zombie apocalypse would be like. So if you're into stuff like that, I would check out Z Nation. I wrote all this down. I took notes. Oh yeah, the show The Killing. Okay, if you're a person that likes cerebral type of things, a really layered storyline, or something really convoluted to where you really have to pay attention, or you really have to think about, like, that the story makes you think, then you're gonna love this show. So it is slow paced, I can say that. It isn't boom, boom, boom. It's tons of character development. That's why it's so slow paced, and it's important that they develop those characters. If you watch the show, you'll see why they did that, because it kind of explains why this person did that, or they didn't do this, or whatever. But it is really good. I love it. I love that show. And what else I want to say about it, because I don't really want to give it away. It's called The Killing, so obviously it's going to be killing, and it's basically following two different detectives, and of course they're trying to solve cases, and then they implement, you know, things that go on in their lives, and just a whole bunch of stuff. But I really loved it. I hated that it got canceled, or they didn't do it anymore, because I felt like it was really, really good. Like, I couldn't guess what was going to happen next, or I didn't, they made it really complicated, and I like that when I watch something, especially like a drama or suspense. I don't want to be able to just call, okay, who did it, or who did the killing, or whatever. I want to be shocked. Like, I want to be wrong. You know, like, I want to think about it, and then I want to be wrong. Like, I'm like, wow, you guys really had me going. Like, I love stuff like that. So if you enjoy shows like that, then you will enjoy The Killing. And then last but not least is The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead obviously is an AMC show, and the new season is not coming on until October. But anybody that is a Walking Dead fan already knows that it's on Netflix, and I think they have a few seasons on AMC's website as well. But if you're into binge watching and you don't want any commercials or anything like that, Everything is on Netflix, and if you have not seen The Walking Dead, I would suggest that you do watch it. Get ready to be addicted. And if you're a true Walking Dead fan, you've already watched it on Netflix or AMC several times, because you have to go back and you have to see, okay, now what happened with this, or did I miss that, and then what happened with this person, and then when did this person die, and then what did they say, and you try to come up with all the theories, and we're still trying to figure out who Negan killed. And I have a theory for that, so please go watch that video, because we'll see if I'm right. I'm sticking to my theory. But Walking Dead is on there, and it's just a great show to binge watch. There's a lot of episodes, a lot of things to keep you interested. That's all I can say about that. So that is the conclusion of my Netflix and chill video. I hope you found it helpful and useful, because you can kind of get in a rut with Netflix and you're just scrolling through and you can't really find anything. It looks like nothing's out there, and it is a lot of stuff out there. You have to search. I really hate the way that they have you searching for things, because sometimes it's hard to find things that you like. But hopefully my suggestions you will go check out, and if you like it or didn't like them, go ahead and comment below and we can talk about it. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, and if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do it so I can continue to make videos and you can continue to see what's going on. Okay, until next time guys, stay cool and stay safe.